We are continuing with chapter 14. We're at verse 6. The mocker seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge comes easily to the discerning. The mocker is one who looks out at what other people have said and makes fun of it. Doesn't think it's very good. Tries to build themselves up in their pride so that they look better than other people. Well, when you're trying to look better than other people and people have knowledge out there, you're ignoring it, you're making fun of it, you are not really analyzing it, taking it in, making it a part of yourself and a part of your life. And so the mocker can't find wisdom because he's torn down all the wisdom which is actually out there. Where the discerning, the person who looks out and says, oh, they're speaking good things, they're not speaking as good things. Discrimination, back when it originally was used, was good to be discriminating. This is good, this is bad. Discerning. This is from God, this is not from God. This is a truth, this is a lie. Well, when you're discerning, when you're not mocking and just trying to tear down what other people are doing, but you're saying, that makes sense, or no, I really don't think that makes sense. Then it says here, knowledge will come easily to you. There's plenty out there that is good, that you can take, that you can gather into yourself and make a part of your life and a part of what you do. Verse 7. Stay away from a foolish man, for you will not find knowledge on his lips. Yeah, so again, avoid the politicians. A foolish man is one who turns his back upon God's designs, God's plans, and this text says, stay away from him. This isn't talking here about evangelism or seeking to help him out because you love him and you want him to do better. But it's saying that within the course of your life, this person over here who is speaking foolishly, who's speaking in a way which goes against what God has spoken, well, don't be near him. You don't need to be bathed in foolishness. There are some who say that any learning is good learning. The Bible doesn't say that. It says, seek after the things of God. It says to differentiate between the things of light and the things of darkness, the things of truth and the things of life and the things of wickedness and of death. Sometimes people say things and it doesn't make you smarter. It just makes you dumber. There was a line from a movie that was the dumbest thing I've ever said. I have lost IQ points because I've listened to this nonsense. But in our society today, there's plenty out there which it's just not worth listening to. It's foolishness. It's not truth. It's against God, and it's coming from foolish people. So why would we listen to them? We have plenty of good people to listen to, plenty of wise things that are said, plenty of better places to go. I do not need to waste my time learning more about evolution. I really don't. I understand it enough to talk about it intelligently, and I know it's wrong. It's not truth. It's foolishness. I just don't need to waste my time with them. I don't need to waste my time listening to people who don't understand the gospel and are preaching falsehoods. It's not good. Some of these TV preachers, what they're saying goes right against God's word. And I hear that, and unless I'm dealing with them in an apologetic and try to get them to come to the truth, I don't need to hear that. So avoid the words of foolish men. They just waste your time, and you could be doing much better things. 8. The wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways, but the folly of fools is deception. The old saying is, know thyself. I've looked up who said that first, and it's been attributed to 3 to 4 different people. So the wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways. Think about what you're doing. Think about, is this from God? Is this something which leads to life? Is this positive for other people as well as for me? Is it even positive for me? And so there was another saying which said that the life unanalyzed is a life wasted. If I'm playing sports and I'm missing with my swing, I think about it. I go over why in baseball Do I have a hitch in my swing, or why am I swinging under the ball? If I'm doing theology and I'm talking to people, I want to look at, am I speaking law and gospel? Am I doing those things which the wise have taught me, which where the Bible has directed me? Or am I just talking about things which interest me? So you put thought to your ways. But the fools, in their folly, they deceive themselves. They don't look at what they're doing. They say, it is good what I'm doing, even though it's not, even though it's causing death. And so that is their folly. Their folly is that they, in the pride of themselves and in their turning their back on the reality of God, they've decided that what they're doing is good, and it's evil. It leads to death. Number 9, or verse 9. Fools mock at making amends for sin, but goodwill is found among the upright. You have done wrong. You've done wrong in God's sight. You've done wrong to your neighbors. Fools say, well, it's too late now, right? Or I can't do anything about that now, or yeah, he wouldn't appreciate it anyway. But the wise say, I want to look out for the interest of others, and I've done wrong. I've done wrong to God. I've done wrong to my neighbor. How can I make this right? How can I know that the past wrong can't be undone, but what can I do today to improve that person's life, to improve that situation so that it's more life-giving? And that buys goodwill. When you did wrong and you say, look, I broke your window, I was playing baseball, I hit the ball, I was foolish to be playing it in this small of an area, my ball went through your window, let me pay for it, rather than trying to hide and not say, oh, me, I didn't do anything, it was somebody else, That builds goodwill to your neighbor. That's an honest kid there. He's been taught right. Verse 10. Each heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can share its joy. Interesting statement, this, isn't it? This is one of those I think you have to sit and think about for a moment. Because we say misery loves company, and it is good in times of crisis to have those around you. But Solomon is saying, you alone are the only one who is really feeling what you're feeling at this moment. Now, Christ and God know it, and certainly Christ understands it. We were told that in Hebrews quite clearly. But yeah, you can be with another widow, and the other widow didn't have the same experience that you did. It's good to be with them. It's good to share. But your pain is your pain. It's not someone else's pain. The same go with your joys. Again, joys are improved by sharing them. They grow in abundance as you share them with others. But your joy is your joy. It's not felt by the other person. And you can't expect them to feel your pain or your joy the way you feel it. You can't expect them to show you love and compassion. You can't expect them to celebrate with you. They're not going to feel the same thing that you do, because each person is unique. And it's okay to feel differently. It's okay to have your own pain, to have your own joy. It is good then when we try to comfort those who have pain, and we try to increase the joy of those who are celebrating. That's positive. But it's also all right that you feel what is unique to you. We'll stop there.